Today I'm back with chapter 16 today. So like you see the average map today that we're looking at again. It's the second time as I remember. I have to see this all. Uh, I'm quite sure that you know this. So I'll zoom in and show you. We go from Elam and today we are going to Desert of Sin. Uh, so like we're like before Mount Sinai, so right before Mount Sinai, we believe that we were here. So if you saw the song, I'm going to erase it. Am I okay? Yeah, I'm erasing it. Yep. Time to time to go into the lesson today. The Lord gives Israel food every day. That's quite good. So chapter 16, the whole community of Israel started out from Elam. They came into the desert of Sin. It was between Elam and Sinai. They arrived there on the 15th day of the second month after they had come out of Egypt. In the desert, the whole community told Moses and Aaron they weren't happy with them again. The Israelites said to them, "We wish the Lord had put us to death in Egypt. There we sat around pots of meat. We ate all the food we wanted, but you have brought us into this desert. You must want this entire community to die of hunger." Then the Lord spoke to Moses. He said, "I will rain down bread from heaven for you. The people must go out each day, have them gather enough bread for what that day is. Here is how I will test them. I will see if they follow my directions. On the sixth day, they must prepare what they bring in. On that day, they must gather twice as much as on the other days." So Moses and Aaron spoke to all the people of Israel. They said, "In the evening you will know that the Lord brought you out of Egypt, and in the morning you will see the glory of the Lord. He has heard you say you aren't happy with him. Who are we? Where are you telling? Why are you telling us you aren't happy with us?" Moses also said, "You will know that the Lord has heard you speak against him. He will give you meat to eat in the evening. He will give you all the bread you want in the morning, but you are weak. You aren't speaking against us. You are speaking against the Lord." Then Moses told Aaron, "Talk to the whole community of Israel. Say to them, 'Come to the Lord. He has heard you speak against him.'" While Aaron was talking to the whole community of Israel, they looked toward the desert. There was the glory of the Lord appearing in the cloud. The Lord said to Moses, "I have heard the people of Israel talking about how unhappy they were. Tell them, when the sun goes down, you will eat meat. In the morning, you will be filled with bread. Then you will know that I'm the Lord your God." It's like this. It's raining tacos. It's raining birds from out of the sky. That evening, quail came and covered the camp. It's raining quail from out of the sky. Quail, just don't outside. Just open your mouth and close your eyes, bruh. It's raining quails. In the morning, the ground around the camp was covered with dew, mountain dew. When the dew was gone, then the flags appeared on the desert floor. They looked like the frost on the ground. The people of Israel saw the flakes. They asked each other, "What's that?" They didn't know what it was. Moses said to them, "It's the bread the Lord has given you to eat." It's raining bread now. Here is what the Lord has commanded. He has. It's like this. Whoa! Raining food! And now it's raining birds! Yeah. Said everyone should gather as much as they need. Take 3 pounds for each person who lives in your tent. At Saturday, you gotta take 6 pounds because Sunday is the seventh day. The people of Israel did as they were told. Some gathered a lot, some gathered a little, then they measured it out. The one who gathered a lot didn't have too much, and the one who gathered a little had enough. Everyone gathered only what they needed. Then Moses said to them, "Don't keep anything of it until morning." Some of them didn't pay attention to Moses. They kept part of it until morning, but it was full of maggots and began to sink. So Moses became angry with them. With each morning, everyone gathered as much as they needed, but the hottest of time of the day, the thin flakes had melted away. On the sixth day, the people gathered twice as much. It amounted to 6 pounds for each person. I said it. The leader of the community came and reported that to Moses. He said to them, "Here is what the Lord commanded." He said, "Tomorrow will be a day of rest. It will be the holy Sabbath day. It will set apart for the Lord. So bake what you want to bake. Boil what you want to boil, save what is left, and keep it until morning." So they saved it until morning, just as Moses commanded. It didn't stink or get maggots in it. Eat it today, Moses said. Today is a Sabbath day to honor the Lord. You won't find any flakes on the ground today. Gather for 6 days. But on the seventh day, there won't be any. It's a Sabbath day. Despite what Moses said, some of the people went out on the seventh day to gather the flakes, but they didn't find any. Then the Lord spoke to Moses. He said, "How long will all of you refuse to obey my commands and my teachings? Keep in mind that I have given you the Sabbath day. That is why on the sixth day I give you bread for 2 days. Everyone must stay where they are on the seventh day. No one can go out." So the people rested on the seventh day. The people of Israel called the bread manna. It was white like reindeer seeds. It tasted like wafers made with honey. Moses said, "Here is what the Lord has commanded." He has said, "He has 3 pounds of manna. Keep it for all time to come. Then those who live after you will see the bread I gave you to eat in the desert. I gave it to you when I brought you out of Egypt." So Moses said to Aaron, "Get a jar, put 3 pounds of manna in it, then place it in front of the Lord. Keep it there for all time to come." Aaron did exactly as the Lord had commanded Moses. He put the manna with tablets and covenant law. He put it there so it would be kept for all time to come. The Israelites ate manna for 40 years. They ate it until they came to a land where people were living. They ate it until they reached the border of Canaan. The jar had 3 pounds of manna in it. So we read all the book. Before we read the box, gotta look at it's quite of a time that we didn't look at the pounds. So like, let's go here. So what was it? The pounds. Yeah. So it says 3 pounds are 1.36078 kilograms. So that means it's almost 1.4 kilograms. So if we look at man, a bit of a see almost same to 3 pounds. I will show it to you. If I was right. Just know that this is 1.5 kilograms. Like it's almost 1.4, right? So it's kind of same too. So yeah, just know it. It's almost 1.4, so it's 1. Yeah, so just know it. Good to know it, right? Every time it comes the box. Life in Bible Times. We read it this quite a long time. Manna. Bruh. Manna was a special food that God gave to his people, the Israelites. The people gathered manna from the ground. God gave it to them every day they were in the desert, except on the Sabbath. The Hebrew meaning of the word manna was probably, what is it? The Israelites didn't know exactly what manna was when they first saw it, but they soon found out that it tastes good, and now it was good for them. Best of all, God had even given it to them. Well, in my opinion, I hate honey, but I think I want to taste some manna actually. That quite will be good because only honey, it's too yeah, but manna, I think I'll try it. What about you? Well, daily bread, 11 daily bread. Moses led the people of Israel through the desert. There were about 2 million people. God gave them a special kind of food. It was called manna. Food from the sky. This is the sky. Manna's raining. Every day God gave enough manna for the whole day. On the 6th day of the week, God gave them enough manna for 2 days. This way they could rest on the Sabbath. The people could trust God to give them enough food every day. Are you ready to trust God each day to supply everything you need? Or just that one day? Try this for 1 week. Pray about the thing each day. Attend the piano lesson, a safe ride on a field trip. Don't worry about tomorrow. Keep track how God answers your daily prayers. I think I got a safe ride on my educational travel. That was literally 2 weeks or 3 weeks ago. So, right, I had a safe educational travel. Yeah, I go young too. Yeah, and God really answered to me. Quite good, right? Maybe you could pray too, and God will listen to you. Or not, maybe. Yeah, don't worry about tomorrow. Keep track of how God answers your daily prayers. Yeah, that's what I want to say. So we read all the book today, so time to pray. Okay, let's pray. Okay, let's start. Dear God, today we learned about chapter 16, Exodus today. Today we learned about God giving enough food to Israel, the Israelites coming out of Egypt. And last time, the Israelites were mad at Moses because they didn't have any water, and they got mad because they didn't have food. But God rained the food from the sky, and people didn't know what was it, but they found out it was manna, sweet thing, and they learned about God's magical powers, and other amazing things. Thank you always, and we will trust you. Thank you always. Amen. Yeah, so like that's another lesson finished today. So thank you for watching my videos. Yeah, I hope to see you next time because I want to read this to the end too. So thank you for watching my videos. Yeah, I will see you next time. And I gotta say goodbye. So goodbye. Lastly, the high five.